Alright, let's look at the section 6.2, problem number 14. Alright, so the region is bounded by y equals sine of x and y equals cosine of x from 0 to pi over 4. And I already drew the region here. But the weird thing is that the axis of rotation is y equals -1. So it's just a horizontal line at the y equals -1. Right, so which is the green line right here. Right, so if you rotate it about that axis, you're going to get the solid, which looks like this. So somewhat like that, and this is going to go all the way down here, and this is going to go here, and oops, sorry, and here. Right, then you're going to have, let's see, so you're going to have, let's see, maybe I should do it like that, and like that, and you're going to have a hole there. Right, so what we need to do is we're going to still have to do a washer method. So the washer is going to be, so if you slice it, it's going to look like this. So I'm going to just draw one washer. So here, and the outer circle probably looks somewhat like that. Right, sorry, it's a little bit slanted. All right, but the volume is going to be, right, so pi is always there because solid rotation, and it's going from 0 to pi over 4. That looks like easy thing to do. All right, then you have to do the outer radius square. All right, outer radius would be going from -1 to cosine curve. So it's going to be cosine of x minus -1. So it's going to be +1 squared minus inner radius is from -1 to sine curve. So this is going to be sine minus -1. So it's going to be +1 squared dx. Alright, so we can just multiply out. So you're going to have, let's see, this is going to be cosine squared of x plus 2 cosine of x plus 1. And this guy is going to be sine squared of x plus 2 sine of x plus 1. Alright, so it looks like there's some cancellation. You have a 1 minus 1, so you can cancel those. Alright, then you have a cosine, there's a cosine squared minus sine squared. Alright, that using the trig identity, it's going to be, so it's going to go from 0 to pi over 4. Cosine square minus sine square is a cosine of 2x, right? Then you have 2 times cosine of x minus 2 times sine of x, right? So we took care of that guy, and we also took care of that guy. All right, then we just have to integrate that. Right, so this is going to be pi. Antiderivative of cosine of 2x would be sine of 2x over 2. Right, plus 2 times antiderivative of cosine is again sine of x. And a -2 sine of x of plus 2 cosine of x. Right, then you're going from 0 to pi over 4. Right, so this is going to be pi. Right, so plug in pi over 4, so it's going to be pi over 2. Sine of pi over 2 is 1, so it's 1 over 2. And the sine of pi over 2, pi over 4 would be 1 over square root of 2. So it's going to be 2 divided by square root of 2, so it's going to be square root of 2. Right, then cosine of pi over 4 is 1 over square root of 2, so you have another square root of 2. Minus, if you plug in 0, sine of 0 is 0. Here, sine of 0 is 0. Here, cosine of 0 is 1, so you have a 2. Alright, so what you get is going to be right? Pi times, right? So you have 2, so 2 times square root of 2, and 1/2 minus 2 would be negative 3 over 2, right? So that's the volume of the solid given here. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.